Hi, welcome to another episode of David's Elvis Movie Companion, here to help you better enjoy the films of Elvis Presley and the music therein. Now, today's episode, we're going to talk about a movie that is, sometimes overlooked in the Elvis movie canon. In fact, some people, when you tell them about it, they're like, I didn't know he made a movie, called that. And we're talking about 1965's oddly titled Tickle Me. Now, I say oddly titled because no one in the movie is literally tickled. And really no one watching the movie is figuratively tickled. It is definitely supposed to be a comedy. But a lot of the humor is, slip on a banana peel type stuff. Kind of dad joke type humor, except here the humor is so weak at times it makes dad jokes look like the best of Saturday Night Live. So you kind of have to I get it, with a lot of the humor. You can tell that it was put together pretty quickly. Now, here's the thing about Tickle Me. Elvis's movies were MGM, and Allied Artist came to Elvis, well, I guess the Colonel, and said, we're about to go bankrupt, and we need something that is going to save this studio. We need something that is a surefire moneymaker. We need an Elvis movie. We're going to offer you $1 million, Elvis, if you will do just one movie with us. And so he did. And the studio was saved temporarily. And here's the thing. That is a testament to Elvis's box office power at this point. And I would say that by 1965, he had pretty much hit the summit of the quality of his films. And I'm not saying anything after 64 is not good. That's not true at all. But there was not going to be another Viva Las Vegas or GI Blues or anything like that. And yet, just one of his movies could save a movie studio. Now, I will say this. They had to really cut corners in order to make this movie a net profit. And one of the things they did to really cut costs is that they did not record a soundtrack for this movie, but instead cherry-picked songs Elvis had already recorded from previous recordings. And I'll talk about the music a little bit later, but basically it means that you cannot go buy the Tickle Me soundtrack. It doesn't exist. You can get the songs, but it's like an Elvis scavenger hunt, really. I mean, you've got to really go through his catalog in order to find the songs that are in this movie. So basically, the movie, Elvis is a rodeo guy, and he is in between seasons, whatever, and gets a job at an all-girls dude ranch, and complications ensue. The female lead here, his big love interest, apparently her great-grandfather or something, back in the Old West times, had some buried treasure. So that's some of the plot there. There are some other people who want to get that treasure. Now, the movie devolves in the last 15 minutes into what I can only describe as just a mess. I'm just going to throw a couple of words out there and just let you, let's see, werewolf. Let's see, opening a door that has nothing beyond it. You just fall off onto the, it's a second floor door and you open up and you just run off, and land in mud. May or may not be several, oh yeah, what? Those types of gags. It's a mess. I just can't even, you gotta watch it. you've got to see it to believe it. And it really is like a, just one big banana peel that everybody in the movie slips on in the last 15 minutes. It's crazy. But as you can imagine, everything works out in the end, and Elvis gets the girl, and the right people get the treasure, and, people that you might not have liked actually turn out to be good people, and whatever. So there's a lot going on in Tickle Me. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. So the music. All right. So I mentioned earlier there is not a soundtrack to this, and as poorly put together as the film is, the music in it, the flip side to that is that the music is fantastic. Okay, and one of the criticisms of music from his films is that his good songs were saved for his albums. Lesser material was used in the movies. And I don't know if that's really how it played out, but clearly he was a lot more selective with his material with his albums because he could be. Okay, he didn't really have any choice with the soundtracks. Whatever they wrote for the film, he had to do. But he could be more selective. So the quality of the songs in Tickle Me is really good. I would say Put the Blame on Me is one of my top 10 favorite Elvis songs. It's terrific. It Feels So Right is the opening song. It's A Long, Lonely Highway. Great song. That's the opening credits are on. But you've got to find that on the Kissin' Cousin soundtrack as an unreleased song. I mean, that's how, it really is a scavenger hunt trying to find all this. There were a couple songs that did pretty well. Such an Easy Question was a minor hit. Let's see. I think Dirty, Dirty Feeling is something you'll hear on Elvis radio from time to time. But the music really is good. And so if you're going to put songs on your Elvis movie music playlist, I would not search for Tickle Me. I would just search for those songs specifically, and you can find them on albums like Potluck and things like that. So, like I said, definitely Put the Blame on Me, Such an Easy Question, It's a Long, Lonely Highway, It Feels So Right. Those are songs I would definitely look for. So I give this movie a C-. I think if you're an Elvis fan, then you're gonna like it just fine. The script and the plot, the direction, just a hot mess. But it is certainly enjoyable. It's goofy, it's silly. Elvis is having a good time. You'll recognize Jack Mulaney, who's in it. He's the comic relief in it, and he's also in Elvis's band in Spin Out. So you see him again. And the guy that plays Brad, he's kind of a jerk in the beginning. He is also an extra in GI Blues, so there are a couple familiar faces, but not enough to make this any higher than a C-. The music is what saves it. And of course, the music has absolutely no context within the film because it's not written for the film. Doesn't matter. It's great. It fits. Roll with it. Okay? So, a C-, but if you're an Elvis fan, go check it out. And thanks for watching this episode. And if you decide to go check out Tickle Me, well, enjoy the film.